Looking for the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Brought to you by State Farm. Out there with Pachulia. And for Indiana, Granger.
Larry Drew was brought into Atlanta and wanted to help boost the defense, but it seemed to go.
Here's Granger, following the score by Jamal Crawford. And that one.
Sometimes it takes time for a roster and players to figure out exactly.
Collison against Crawford. Over Collison. Crawford's shot is good.
He's on the other bench, but doesn't want to have his team change their game plan. He said it's okay to have a few.
They're not aggressive. That defense is going to swallow them up. Counted for itself in a good way in that playoff run. We'll see if they really have a good season this year.
You know, Kevin, I thought Danny Granger was fantastic. His game was really on point.
Releases from 15. Good.
There's mechanics there for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Danny Granger, the bucket on the assist. To halt the run. And that is good. Great ball movement. 13 feet out. Danny.
And Atlanta's overall record might have fallen last year, but they stayed they were able to chalk up 31 wins against Eastern Conference opponents.
It's a lot stronger. Steve, you're right. This past year, Clark making it late.
Tide of the dominant conference shifted. Fortunately for Atlanta, they were able to kind of keep up with that shift. Danny Granger, Kevin, grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Here's Crawford. Up and in from the low block. Oh, and the jam by Horford.
Only question.
A pull-up. No good on the buzzer beater. The basket's coming early. It's getting set to start. Here's Crawford. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
Well, guys, Roy Hibbert had a great start to last season. He'd lost a bunch of weight, but hoping he could get the right balance to reach his potential.
I think so, Doyle.
Middle of the pack in fast break points. They were really more of a defensive club than anything.
Without foul.
Granger for the 3.
That's Pacers point guard of the future, and with there isn't anybody in the building that didn't.
That's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that.
They get the rebound. Here's Horford. Goes straight to the defender for the. He'll go to the line.
Players that have grown up, they've had plenty of experience. So something is just in the regular season. Postseason, they did pretty well last season.
And, you know, Jamal Crawford, you think about him in that first-round series against Orlando. Him up, the smaller Magic backcourt had no answer for him. Just throw it down with both hands.
Good point. Took care of business simply and solidly. Hibbert, the pass to George. And down it goes. Dunk.
When he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane, I mean, pretty one-hit.
It's taken away by Collison.
And I like the aggressiveness defensively, forcing that.
Got his 4th rebound in this one. And he lays in the alley.
Well, he just managed to float the ball up there.
Crawford with 2 seconds left. 1 second left.
Beautiful play.
He kept his eye on the hoop. Now he has a chance at a three-point play.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Time to mount a comeback. Here's Crawford.
Early in the playoffs, but they came out a different team.
On the court right now.
And took Chicago to 6 games as well, Kevin. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part. They've always been tough on their home court. And last season was no different. Indianapolis, one of the reasons the Pacers made the playoffs.
And
yeah, they certainly did, and hopefully that'll catapult more fans into coming back to Conseco in 2000 basketball, and those fans will be back.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, new head coach.
Releases. Accurate with the jumper. Just his first attempt. That's good on the jump shot.
Not only steals and blocks, but just his presence really bothers opposing players.
I mean, nobody likes to get denied or rejected or have their shot sent in reverse.
The Granger, Collison, and that one's good.
A fantastic steal. He knew exactly when to jump into that passing line. Well done.
Probably.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint. Love him on the way out to draw that whistle.
I thought that was a good call, Steve. I mean,
And he makes both free throws. Well through three. Here's Hill. He goes up. And so he earns a trip to the line to shoot two.
you know, when I look at Josh Smith, I can't test that he won. A lot of fantastic, spectacular dunks from him.
Most to me, Steve.
Yeah, and how about the tribute to Dominique Wilkins as well when he put it on? That was one of the better dunk contests we've seen. And Smith, remember, he scored block. That's a tough position to be in offense. Nice play.
Hey, you're right, and the break himself may have been even better.
Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major Nate in that stat.
Well, the Pacers handled themselves pretty well against the Eastern Conference before, and they seem to be a team on the rise. They've got a lot of young talent.
Being patient, not taking shortcuts, they're headed in the right direction.
Good place to. Granger left side. Drains it from beyond.
Stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
The leaner. Smith gets it to go on the inside. 8 feet out. Uses the glass to drop it in. Feeds it to Foster. And it's good on the way in.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus.
The kick out to Collison. The tray. And again, it's the Pacers. The three. That's good. Second chance shot. And Horford finishes inside. Launches a three. Missed. So no problem.
Right back, driven off the light rack. My adrenaline is where the wattage of the lights got them listening, and they responses with the hyper tracks. But probably lost us. Used to hide the trophies, but it's too